Hey, this is the real quick follow up video on the new console that I just brought home from Dick's. I got kind of sick of waiting for Soul to send me a new console because they said they were going to send me a new console and they never did. Um, well, I don't know. Supposedly it's still in the mail. They sent another one. I called Soul probably, was it 2 days ago? And the guy on the phone said, well, I don't see that we sent one, but it says we sent one. So I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? He's like, I don't know, but I just sent you another one, so you might get two, and we'll send you the return box in case you need to send them back. So I'll end up with two additional consoles here in a couple weeks if Soul actually follows through. We'll see how that goes. Though. I've been waiting a while, so. But anyways, so some positive news. The software has been updated from 1.5 to 1.6. And in that update, it does seem like they take care of some of the problems. And I'll tell you right off the bat, the speakers, 110% better. Well, okay, not 110%. I would say 75 to 80% better. They still hum a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. They're not super, super loud. So right off the bat, I know that the new shipments of the newest consoles, the guy on the phone told me the last time I talked to the support guy at Soul, said that they identified as some kind of hardware thing, and they were adding on an additional a piece of electronics on the inside, basically to reduce the hum. Some kind of probably I'm sure some kind of resistor or something to block the interference, but you can still hear it. The funny thing is, I'll show you here in a couple seconds here, but it's still there and it's louder when the Bluetooth or the Wi-Fi is engaged. So it's still something that isn't perfect quite yet. Let me see. So if we go back here and go into settings, I'll show you some of the differences here. Like the units, that saves now. Where before, like you would hit metric or imperial, back out of it, and it wouldn't save your settings, which is obviously a pain in the butt. But now it's all good. So good to go there. Units now saves properly. The time, time is still a problem, apparently. So look up here. You'll see it's 8:37 a.m., which it's not right now. It's about it's 8:37 p.m. here where I'm at. And so the funny thing about this is, in order to get 8:30 to show, you have to set it an hour back. So it's like an hour ahead in the corner than it is from your settings. Another funky thing is if you hit AM, it doesn't show it on this screen, but if you go back here, it switches to PM. So I don't know. I don't know how you didn't catch that, Soul, but that's clearly still a problem. So yeah, the time is super inconsistent in different screens. If you go back all the way back, so 8:0, it's set for PM now. Then we go back to this screen and it's right. So it's just inconsistent. So on this screen it says 8:37. Go back one more screen, and it switches to what you set it to in the settings. So it looks like when they do their QA, they only actually test this screen to see if what they're. I don't know what they did. It's not fixed though. It'd be cool if you fixed that. Not that I care that much, but still. Let's see here. Oh yeah. So Bluetooth. So I've made a couple comments before about how it's clearly that they clearly outsource this, like the software development at least, which is normal for companies to do. But this is confirmation. I have no idea. I don't own a. I don't know. I guess that's. I don't know if that's Korean or what it is, but I have no idea why one of my paired devices shows as whatever language that is, Asian of some sort. So no idea what's going on there, but it is what it is. Also, whenever you can tell that the Bluetooth is being whenever the Bluetooth starts to become active when it's searching for a device or something, that's where you can hear the hum Like it'll start humming. Like you heard it just for a second when it first went to this page. You'll hear it. So yeah, I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's way better than it was. So I mean, it's still doing it. It's still a problem, but is it like a deal breaker? Of course not. So now something that never worked before was this display mode. It didn't matter which setting this was on. What this was supposed to do is like if you walk away from it and don't touch it for a while, it automatically times out. With at least software 1.5, it just wasn't working. Nothing would, like, no matter which side you had it on, it would just stay on forever. That's fixed now. So, good deal there. What else we got here? Oh yeah, child lock. That's a new thing. That's pretty cool. I don't have any use for it, but I think it's cool that they're adding stuff. At least they care enough to like make things better. The only other issue here, like, there's a couple weird things with like YouTube. So you go to like media apps. Say you want to like watch YouTube. Oh wait. So you go to YouTube, and let's say like you have like a playlist for working out or whatever it is. Switch over to YouTube and go to log in. Now notice I am hooked up to the internet right now, obviously. But as soon as it goes to like add your account, this is where it hangs like basically forever. Like it'll just hang here and you can't add an account. So you're kind of stuck with like the public, not signed in profile of YouTube. Again, not a deal breaker. I mean, who really cares about that, honestly? But it's a quality of life thing, right? Like it's something that this is the reason why I chose this one instead of the 2020 version, because I had all these kind of quality of life improvements. I don't know. Like again, it's not a deal breaker, but it's just kind of disappointing to pay this much money for a treadmill and see it kind of flake out on these kinds of things. So let's go back to, like, again, if you go back to where it was, it's like the time just keeps changing. So it's on PM now. Go back to here. Go back to YouTube. Oh, it's on AM again. What? And it changes an hour. Like, I don't know how that happens, man, but whatever. And then, I mean, you still got like all the nonsense, like the grammatical and spelling errors and all that fun stuff. Like, oh yeah, this is my favorite. Here you can manage your favorite programs after you choose what you like the most. Okay. Whatever. It's not a huge deal, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem to have like the kind of same quality stamp that I would expect from Soul. That's all. It's, like I say, not a deal breaker. I can get on, I can run, I can now like go into my profile and just start running. So that's honestly, that's all I need right now. I don't really care about this other stuff. I can wait on it. It's not like I said, it's not a deal breaker. So not quite there yet. Not perfect, but not as broken as day one. So that's the update. I thought I kind of owed it to at least some of the people that have been following along. In all fairness to Soul, because I kind of trashed them for a while. Because I was kind of pissed off that I hadn't had a working treadmill for 3 weeks. And I still kind of am, because if it wasn't for Dick's, I'd be screwed out of a treadmill for I don't know how long. They still haven't sent any of the things that they said they were going to send me. So if you get a Soul product right now, I don't know what's going on with them, but they're way backed up on their support department. Their support service is just absolute garbage. So yeah, that's it. That pretty much does it. Thanks.